Alright, here I go with another video. Um, these two things I'm going to show you now, I never leave home without them. They're attached to my bag, which I carry every day, and with a lot of other things too, you know. I don't even leave the house without a compass, you know. I'm ready to be dropped in the woods or left in an urban environment, where these two things kind of come in handy for both of those areas. Um, they're both great tools for um, survival in the wilderness or in a bad situation, but they're also great in urban environments for self-defense and protective. The first thing I want to show you, which this is my EDC knife. This is the benchmade Pika 2. It's a little bit beat up. I use it every day. I use my equipment. You know what I mean? Um, I'm not here to do the reviews on these. There's guys who can do better reviews on these. I could do probably a good job, but this is just a entry-level testimonial type of thing. Um, this is a benchmade. I don't know if you can see the benchmade logo on there. Um, what I like about this knife is it's the perfect size for my hand. I mean, it fits right in my hand perfect. I mean, you'd have trouble getting this out of my hand because first you get cut. Just like my gun, you know, you get shot trying to take the gun from my hand, or cut taking the knife from my hand. It's a really handy EDC knife. It's not so big that it draws attention and puts you in awkward situations and says, you know, people don't get like, oh my God, when you pull it out, you know, it's not a big, it's not like my K-bar fighting knife. Um, but it's a nice little EDC knife. I use this from everything for cutting apples, open boxes. Um, I spark my ferrocerium rods up with this, or scraping up some tinder. Just a million and one uses. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't use this knife. I don't know how people get through the day without carrying a pocket knife. I don't understand it. Um, but what I do like about this knife is it's pretty handy. It's lined on the inside with metal. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on this webcam, but it's lined. It's a liner locker knife. Um, I mean, or a lockback knife, I believe, and it's got jimping that runs right up through here. If you go to Nut and Fancy, though, it has jimping that goes right up from halfway down the back of this blade, right up onto the blade itself. If you can see, I marked red here, right here, because that's where you close the knife. So that's one of the faults of this knife. I've never had a problem with it, but Nut and Fancy made a good point when he did his review on this knife. If you're holding this knife, or you get like this way or something, you can actually, it's very hard to do, but you can actually potentially squeeze that, and it can close. You know, it's not locked back anymore. Um, but the jimping to me is good. It locks in, and plus the grooves on the inside really fit my hand well. If you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but now it's reversed. But it's got a good reverse grip on this knife too. It's not a fighting knife um, to me, but it's great last ditch defense, or not even last ditch. I mean, this is last ditch for me right here. You know what I mean? It could be the first, depending on what level of defense you're trying to use. You know, but this is great for also a defensive tool too, out on the street, or you know, in a bad situation, animal attack, whatever. You know, it's a good little knife. That's my EDC. You can go see all the reviews. Cutlery Lover, Nut and Fancy, the Roxy Star, I think, does it. There's millions of them, so I'm not even gonna bother doing that. I just want to show you this is my preferred. And I also took, it has a nice clip, has a pocket clip that comes on here, and you can mount it in 4 different styles: tip up, tip down, left hand, right hand, whatever you want. I just removed that, and I just put this lanyard on here because I carried it in the small pocket in the side of my um, front pocket, and I leave this lanyard hanging out, and I pull this out like that, and there you go. It's, you know, it's very nice. This knife hasn't failed me either, so I give it good testimony. This is what you call the spider drop. That comes from Spyderco. Even though this is a benchmade, they have the circle. I think they went to court over it and everything about that little circle cut out right there. And I think benchmade had won the right to keep using that circle. I'm not sure, but just a little uninteresting fact number 433. And the other thing, I got to show you this. This is awesome. This right here is a flashlight. This is one of the best flashlights I've found. This you can see reviews on this too. This matches up with the Surefire and everything. This is a Coleman. Oh, hold this way. A Coleman Performance. Okay, LED. This has one single LED. I'm gonna just light it. Look how bright that is. It'll just white out the screen. Sorry about that. And what I like about this is it fits in my hand nice. Okay, it comes with a nice little lanyard on it. It's black, so it's tactical. It's not focusing. It's it's on and it's off. It's got a little push button in the back here. Okay. Oop, that's the camera. But that's it right there. You can have it on or off. Very simple to use. This is the 90 lumens LED Cree LED. Now Cree is a good name for LED. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that's something you want to look for in an LED. And Coleman, I guess, has a deal with them where they stamp their name on it. It's a Cree LED. Another thing I like about this is, like I said, it's tactical. It's black. It's one of my nice colors. It matches gear. If you drop it in the dark without it being lit, it's kind of hard to find, but I like the tactical part of it. And I also like this. This is one thing I really like about it. If you look here, how these are cut out. Well, that's what you call defensive bezel. And this is also now has become, in 3 different ways, a defensive weapon too. And it's innocuous. It's like with those, they're like Uara sticks or something. Well, you can hit people like that with that defensive bezel. You want to do some amateur dental work on somebody who's trying to attack you. You hit them with that, they're going down. I mean, you're busting teeth out with this thing. This is all anodized aluminum. It's a really nice light, really bright. You can also use this as just a weighted fist, to put some, some meat behind, your punch. And the defensive bezel itself is it's pretty sharp. If you hit this, you're going to cut meat. I mean, you're going to open somebody up. Just not that we want to do that. It's just it serves the purpose of a tool as a light source. But it's also a good defense thing to have in your pocket or on your backpack or whatever. If you come in contact, there's a lot of evil people out there who want to do bad things to good people like us. And like I said, this is a really good light for that. How the inside looks is it's that. Takes 3 AAA batteries. This thing will run for, oh man, I can't remember now. I know it's 90 lumens, which is really impressive. Has a little O-ring here too, so I guess it's sort of waterproof. I haven't dropped it into waterproof, and it doesn't say that, but it's definitely weatherproof for sure. I've had it out in the rain all day and stuff like that. But I think it runs 9 hours. 9 hours on full. Right there. I think it'll last for 9 hours on that. That's pretty long for a 3 AAA flashlight. And it's also, what I like about it, it's compatible to a lot of other equipment I carry, which is AAA or AA batteries. Great flashlight. Best price part about this, the price. I got this for $18. $18 at the camping section. And they were making this in 75 lumens. Now this is 90. I know a lot of people are going to say, no, it's only 75 lumens. It's only 75 lumens. This is a 90 lumen. I'm sure of that. I don't have the package. I threw it out. Like I said, I've been carrying this stuff for a while. This thing I've been carrying for months and months and months, and it has not failed me. This has never let me down. These two things I never leave the house without. They actually match, you know, they look good together. And believe it or not, you'll use these things together. Many times I've been, you know, cutting and using this to see what I'm doing. Two great items. So, benchmade Pika 2 and the Coleman Performance LED 90 lumen 3 AAA battery flashlight. Awesome things. Both good tools, both good defense tools as well. Alright, peace out. See you guys later.